Look at this. There are 4,152 subscribers in my trading group, and we're killing it. I got a few shout outs to give on my trading group. This person stated, signed up for VIP Elite, took your suggestion. I doubled my money in less than a week. This person, I'm up $58,000 in 10 days. Chris, thanks a lot for everything. I'm 3 or 4 months in the group. I've turned $4,000 into 65 grand. 65 G's out of 4,000. It's more than 10x. He more than 10x'd his money in the group. This person, I'm up $10,000 in the last week. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to ask you guys, smash the like button for me. If you came into cryptocurrency to make life-changing money and you haven't quite hit your goal, if you're tired of working for somebody else, you want to quit your day job, go full-time crypto, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. Jumping right into the market today in crypto. This is a Bitcoin weekly chart. You can see the previous all-time high created this overhead resistance where Bitcoin's getting rejected or got rejected from. All right, now Bitcoin's pulled back down here to around this level. This weekly level of 18,200. You know, a break below this on the weekly chart could lead to a pullback to about 17,200. 17,200 possible as far as the next stop goes, but we can zoom in to a shorter term time frame and find more data. So this is a Bitcoin 4-hour chart. We talked about this yesterday. Bitcoin needs to hold this level. This is a key support level. Well, guess what? Broke to the downside. Now, the measured move, this pattern breaking lower, is 17,600. So it'd be perfectly reasonable to think that 17,600 is in the cards. Asia's waking up. We just put in a daily candle bearish, daily candle close. I mean, if you're waking up to this, are you buying Bitcoin right now? Are you buying this dip? I do know one thing. Dips in a bull market are made for buying. The key is, let's say you buy $1,000 on this dip, you think it's the bottom. If it dips more, you double the amount that you buy with on the next dip and essentially do it again if it continues to dip further. Obviously, nailing the bottom is basically impossible, but if you scale in and then increase your buys 2x, you'll see a lot of profitability based on this idea. So remember that we will have some deep retraces over the course of the bull run. 10%, 20%, 30%. We even had a 40% plus pullback when China banned Bitcoin in 2017. Now, okay, so this is another cleaned up version 4-hour chart. And you see you got the break to the downside, which was, volume confirmation really happened here. Okay, you got volume confirmation. This trend line here, this trend line is the next key level for the bulls to hold. If you get a break below here, you start putting in a measured move this large pattern. I mean, there's some significant downside, right? So it's important that the bulls show up here. We have to assume that the price action continues in this pattern until it doesn't. And then when it doesn't, that's where your downside comes in. Potentially you get a breakdown here. You're looking at 17,200 and then 16,500. Okay, so if the bulls can show up and put in a bounce here, again, I'm really not bullish until Bitcoin breaks above 19,800, 20,000, right? Then it's split bullish. Until then, bulls got to show up. They got to show me something different, I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. And this person, he posted a Civic setup, made 85% on this one, 100% set up on a pullback for YFII. He was also in the hard setup, which I talked to you guys about a couple times, but I'll talk to you guys about again. Made 160% on hard. He's got his trading setup right here. He also posted the Unify setup, and I think it was up like 130%. This person said, "Hey Chris, I joined the group a few days ago. Started out with $500. You don't have to have a lot of money to do this. I started with some small trades, and then so essentially this is his. He started with 500. This is his balance now, $1,000. He doubled his money in the first 2 nights. This person made $1,000. You can see today's profit and loss. He made $1,100 in a day. $1,100. Solid trading. This person stated, "I made so much money following you, bro. I could quit my job and just trade." If you want to join the trading group, go to my website, cryptorev.net, for all the information. So these are some of the trades we've been in the trading group over the past 3, 5, 7 days. Wing up 93% in 3 days. Bitcoin's been kind of sliding all day, and Wing's just pumping. 93% gains in 3 days. What was Bitcoin doing? Moving lower. 65% in 5 days out of audio. Huge gains. This is INJ, 48% gains in 6 days. Now, T-Fuel, you guys remember this? Well, you should, because it's from December 5th video. Got 12,700 views, 1,200 likes. Hit that like button for me. Helps me with the YouTube algorithms. Now, just buy the breakout of this pennant, T-Fuel. Here it is. Here's the setup, freebie. And you can see, boom, break to the upside. Ran up 27% since I gave it to you 3 days ago. 3 days, 27% gains. Again, Bitcoin was doing nothing. T-Fuel was pumping. This is STX. I gave it to you yesterday. I gave this to you yesterday. Next altcoin to explode. Next one to explode. Buy the breakout of this triangle. Here we go. 1,200 likes. Hit that like button for me. 21% in a day. In 1 day, 21% out of STX. Boom. Move to the upside. Listen. If you want to take control of this market, I can help you. Period. I'm going to continue to do so. Whether you're watching the channel, whether you're joining the trading group. And I have a lot of people reach out and they're like, well, where do I get these coins at? Where do I get them? I want to talk to you about a coin right now. It's called Cover. I talked to you about it previously, and it took off. And I spoke about it in a video, and then it pumped about 50%. Now it's pulled back. And so now it's, we're looking for some type of entry point. And I want to just kind of talk you through this entire idea. Okay, so go to CoinGecko. Okay, go to CoinGecko and you can see, click on the markets tab after you search for a coin. So we'll just take you through this. So this is Rose. Now this is the Oasis network, Rose. Okay, so I talked to you about this coin, but I just want you to understand, like, how can you find out where to buy it? Because I have people hit me up in the comment section, like, where do I get this? A lot of these coins are on Binance, right? There's a link in the description. You can use Binance today, Binance International. If you live in the US, you have to use PureVPN. Again, links in the description. Now, go to CoinGecko. Then, after you search whatever coin you're looking for, go to Markets. And you can see this is on Binance, Kucoin, Bilaxy, Hotbit, HBTC, and Gate.io. There's not a whole lot of volume on Hotbit or Gate.io, right? But just as another example, let's say YFI. YFI, and you guys have heard of YFI. We had somebody in the trading group that bought it for $15. Right now, it is $25,000. Let's talk about those profits, right? The point is this. YFI didn't start out on Coinbase. It didn't start out on Binance. It was on a bunch of smaller exchanges. If you got to dig in the mud a little bit to get some of these gems, listen, if you buy 10 of these, you buy 10 YFI at $15 for $150. You go digging in the mud, you bought some YFI on Uniswap a while ago. Now you have $250,000 on a $150 investment. Like, is that not worth it? So, markets, YFI. Look, YFI is listed on every single exchange now, like, basically. right? It's listed everywhere. But again, you can see, here's all the exchanges. So when you guys ask, well, where is it low? Where do I buy these coins at? Here's your answer. CoinGecko, click on markets, and then you just look. Here's where the exchanges is listed on. Binance, SushiSwap, Coinbase Pro. A bunch of these coins you can get on these decentralized exchanges. So if you're not using Binance, if you're not using, I mean, there's a ton of DEXs you can get. And DEXs are the future. Right? Bitcoin pulling back. Let's just do a quick Bitcoin update. 17,600 needs to hold. If it doesn't, 16,500 would be the next level. If it breaks below there, it's going to confirm a double top, and there's going to be a tremendous amount of downside based on this idea. Do not get stressed over this pullback. Do not get stressed over these pullbacks, man. This is going to happen. This is a buying opportunity. Buying opportunities in the bull market. You'll get a pullback. You'll accumulate more. You want to keep cash on the sidelines. Keep a bunch of money on the sidelines. Buy these dips. You will make all your losses back plus some if you scale your buys in. Put some time and effort into this. This is like reading a map. I was thinking about an analogy for this. It's like when you're 5 years old and someone hands you a map, you're just like, what is this? I don't even know my address. Right? And so new people come into crypto and they can't read these maps and they have no idea what's going on. They're at the mercy of the news and the YouTubers. Learn to read the maps. It's not hard. It's not. Just, I mean, nowadays, could you imagine not being able to read a map and traveling? You wouldn't travel if you couldn't read a map, period. How can you own crypto if you can't read a chart? How is that even possible? This will change the game completely. Now, Cover. So Cover is a coin I talked to you about. Yearn merged with Cover. Yearn, YFI, went from $15 to now it's $25,000. At one point it was $40,000. This is Yearn's fourth deal in a week. So Andre Cronje is the creator of YFI. He comes out and he says, Cover will be the backstop coverage provider for Yearn. DeFi coverage. People are saying this is a must for DeFi. So Cover is also going to be able to expand into a new Cover money market. They're going to make the claim token collateral and a borrowable asset. Yearn is going to get coverage for its vaults and be able to offer its users a reduced risk product. And that's the idea, is you see these DeFi projects, just they call them rug pulls, or they get hacked, or they go to zero. Like, this is perfect for DeFi. And Andre Cronje came out in this tweet and he says, understanding Cover protocol. He wrote an article about it. He wanted to simplify it. Cover protocol came out and said, thank you. Look forward to this article, building big things with you. Now, Cover got listed on Binance, and I talked to you about this exact infographic. Okay. And the bottom line is this. It's going to provide like insurance coverage for DeFi, right? And so that's where it fits in. A lot of people are saying a whole lot of coins will adopt this same idea. Adopt this same idea. It's needed. It's necessary, right? So now let's look at the Cover chart. And this is not buy now, right? This is like, hey, let me put it on your radar, on your map. And so earlier today I posted this in group and it immediately took off, right? But at this point it hadn't. It was buy the breakout, okay? And, there was bullish signs. You had, RSI was approaching oversold. You had possible hidden bullish divergence. Well, Bitcoin started pulling back, and what does that do to the whole market? Ruins the fun. Now, here's the setup I posted, Cover ETH. On Binance, when you see these coins listed, these newer coins, I mean, there's not a whole lot of price history. So what I do is I go to charts.cointrader.pro, and that's this. Okay, it's kind of like Tradingview. It's free. And you can essentially chart these coins. And you can see this is the previous price history. So it already had an amazing run up from about 50 cents to $1.63. I gave this setup to you guys, and it pumped about 50%. Okay, so I gave it to you guys previously. Just basically covered this right here. Okay, and so understand that now the best time to look for entry is actually the move lower. So just to look real quick, this is the current chart. This black trend line right here is key. Like, as long as this holds, still potentially there's some upside. It's hard to kind of nail entry on this because Bitcoin's all over the place, right? These altcoins are not going to perform the same when Bitcoin's pulling back. Now it's pumping now. It's pumping now, but again, what's Bitcoin going to do? Is the most important part of this is for you to understand that, you know, I pull these fib levels. I mean, it would be ideal to pick this up right here. See this previous resistance, which is now support. If it were to come right here, this is a 62% retrace, which is a golden pocket. That would be great. You might not get that though, because it's already broken out. We're still respecting this trend line, which is, see how it's been bouncing on this trend line just like Bitcoin was? Here it is now again, bouncing on this trend line. Okay, so till this breaks, you're probably not going to get a better deal on it down here, but you want to, you know, it would be great to get entry right here. So I'll keep you updated on this idea. I just wanted to kind of paint this picture and just reinforce this idea. Like, cover is one to watch. But if you look at cover, SushiSwap, MXC, Binance, Uniswap, Hotbit, Balancer, Gate.io, Poloniex, Paraswap, Who.com. And actually has a lot of volume on HOO.com. So again, just putting cover on your radar. As far as a buying opportunity, we have to just kind of wait and see, be smart about it. Okay. It'd be great to get this bounce right here because this would be a retest. If you know how to read these charts, pull up a chart and see if it retests right here. Boom, move to the upside. Here's your targets. I mean, there's a lot of targets that I listed over here. You know, if it continues higher, you could see $1.63, $1.80, $1.96, $2.13, $2.36. If you don't know how to trade, tough to say buy now because you have, this stuff changes in a second. The fear and greed index for Bitcoin has been 95. Super greedy. Everybody's super greedy. It's been up there for a month though. Weeks and weeks and weeks. And pullbacks are part of it, right? I mean, understand, again, bull run, things are different. Dips are made for buying. Do not get stressed out. Mike Novogratz, who's a Bitcoin bull, because I think 50% of his net worth is in cryptos, which is crazy, 50%. Novogratz says that banks are getting forced into using cryptocurrency, talking about how, you know, these cryptos have amazing gains this year. And I think banks don't really have a choice. I think that the demand out of their clients will essentially force everybody into cryptocurrency. And that's just it. Think about it. If you're Goldman Sachs and you don't want to offer crypto, that's fine. But when your customers start going elsewhere to buy Bitcoin, buy crypto, things change quickly. This is amazing. This is amazing. Listen to this. So Michael Saylor is, you know, he's the person behind MicroStrategy, the CEO behind MicroStrategy. And he announced via MicroStrategy, they're proposing a private offering. They're going to sell $400 million of convertible senior notes. These senior notes will be used to buy Bitcoin. This, someone said, could be the largest market buy in the recent times for Bitcoin. What was interesting is, here's the bank that's forced into getting into crypto, Citibank, Citigroup. They downgraded MicroStrategy because of this idea. They said to sell the stock because there's a lack of confidence in Bitcoin moves among management. The key is, are they going to buy the dip? You'd have to think so. I mean, the guy's going to get $400 million. He's not an idiot, right? He's going to buy the dip. So MicroStrategy is, in essence, trying to double down on its recent Bitcoin purchases. They made a $400 or $500 million so far off Bitcoin, off their Bitcoin buy. I mean, imagine, this guy looks like a superhero, Michael Saylor. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.